armor up, armor up, armor up with God. Armor up, armor up, armor up with God. Armor up, armor up, armor up with God. With God, I'll armor up.
Welcome back, Knights of North Castle. Sparky? Sparky!
Sorry I'm late. I had cold feet.
What are you talking about?
It's a joke. Saying you have cold feet means you're afraid of something.
Oh, I thought you just needed to put on socks. What are you afraid of?
Oh, lots of things. Spiders, snakes, the dark, giants.
Giants? We don't have any giants here at North Castle.
Are you really sure?
Yes. Don't worry about giants or spiders or snakes. We need to send our brave knights on another quest for more of the great armor.
What are they searching for today?
The breastplate of justice.
Cool. I know what a breastplate is. It's armor that protects your tummy. But what is justice?
Justice is our word of the day. Justice means being fair. When we treat people fairly, we're treating them with justice.
That's fair.
Before we start our quest, we need to discover our new castle call-out. Armor up with justice. Now, let's say our banner verse. Are you ready? Are you ready, boys and girls at home? Here we go. Repeat after me. Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. Ephesians 6:10. Very good.
Have a fun night.
Armor up with God. With God, I'll armor up.
All right. Hello, Knight Karen and Knight Julissa.
Hi.
Are you ready for day 2 of Knights of North Castle?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. Boys and girls at home, I hope you are ready to learn about today's Bible story. We are going to review the part of armor that we obtained yesterday. Karen, can you show us what part of the armor did we get yesterday?
The belt of truth.
Yes, the belt of truth. So yesterday we learned about 3 young men that lived long time ago. What were their names?
Shadrach,
Meshach, and Abednego. Yes, and they stood up for the truth. They said, we're not worshiping that gold statue of yours, King. We're going to worship God. So today we are going to learn about a boy that stood for justice. So we're going to armor up with justice. Okay? All right. So today our Bible story is about a young man named David and a very tall man named Goliath. Oh no. The story is in 1 Samuel in the Old Testament. And our knights and you at home can help us every time that you hear the name David, you are going to say, Huzzah! And if you remember from yesterday, that word means very cool. Awesome. And whenever I say the name Goliath, we're going to say, grrr. You see, Goliath was a giant man. He was 9 feet tall. That's like 3 Karens stacked up. That's super tall. So, are you ready? Put on your listening ears and your watching glasses. And let's listen. "Who will fight me?" shouted Goliath. Goliath was a very big man. He was over 9 feet tall. King Saul and everyone in his army was afraid of Goliath. No one wanted to fight the big man. King Saul and his army did not know what to do. David was the youngest of 8 sons. His 3 oldest brothers were in Saul's army. But David, he stayed at home. His job was to watch over the sheep. "David," said his father, "take this food to your brothers. Find out what's happening with King Saul's army." So David took bread and cheese to his brothers in King Saul's army. When David arrived at the camp, he saw Goliath. "Will no one fight me? Are all of you too afraid?" shouted Goliath. "I'm not afraid," said David. "I'll fight Goliath. I take care of my father's sheep. I protect them from lions and bears. I can fight the big man the same way I fight the lions and bears. God will be with me." "Go ahead," said King Saul, "but wear my armor." Boys and girls, you have to remember that David was just a young boy. Julissa, would you want to wear mommy's clothes out and about? Why not?
Because
It'd be too big. That's what David was thinking. King Saul, I don't want to wear your armor. It's too big. So David listened and he put on the king's armor. But you know what? He couldn't even move. He was like this. The armor was too big. So David took off the armor. He got his slingshot. He found 5 smooth stones. He put them in a bag. Then he went to go meet Goliath. The very big man saw the small shepherd boy coming toward him. "Why have they sent a boy to find me?" laughed Goliath. "I'm not afraid of you," said David.
Who's that?
"I know God is with me. God will help me fight for justice." Then David put a stone in his slingshot and he slung it at Goliath. Then David put a stone in Goliath's head. That same stone hit Goliath's head and he fell to the ground. David, the small young shepherd boy, won the fight against the very big Goliath. Grrr. So nice today. In our Bible story, we learned about David, okay? And even though he was not wearing this piece of armor, he was still able to defeat Goliath. So what we're going to do today is we are going to make a breastplate of justice. So you are going to need help from your mommies, okay? You are going to need a paper bag, some paper. You're going to need a template for the breastplate. It's attached with the material. You can have some markers. We collected some beads. We have some glitter glue. For sure, you're going to need some yarn and a hole punch, okay? yarn or string. Yes. So what we did was put the template over the grocery bag. Okay. And you take a marker and you trace it. You can ask your mommy or your older night brother or sister to help you. Once you trace it, you can cut it. Ooh, I forgot the very important part. You also need scissors. I don't know where my scissors are, but with the magic of TV, now we have our breastplate cut out. So after you do that, boys and girls, you're gonna cut out a fun shape, okay? And since this is our breastplate of justice, we're gonna put the word justice. So you spell justice Justice. Justice. So you're gonna go ahead and glue that on. Oh, thank you. My night helpers found my scissors. Not safe. So you glue that on, and after that, we will decorate our breastplate however we'd like. So we're gonna ask Night Lisa and Night Karen to add some decorations. You can glue on some beads. You can put on some glitter glue, whatever you'd like. Okay, so just a quick decoration, ladies. Okay, you're gonna need liquid glue if you're gonna use beads, because the glue stick will not hold. Okay?
Let me just some glue on this one. Okay, here. Like around this?
Wherever you'd like. Is that where you want them? Very cool. All right. And you're gonna want to put a good dab of glue, like a big dot of glue, just like that, to make sure that they stick. Okay? After you glue all your beads, boys and girls, you're going to need to just leave it alone. Okay? If you don't have beads at home, you could just use crayons, markers, whatever you have, and you can draw and color different things on your breastplate of justice. Okay? You can even add some glitter to your breastplate and just make fun patterns or however you'd like to make it. I'm gonna make a cross with the glitter so it can remind us of Jesus. I know, if it comes out, right? If you don't have glitter, let's see. I promise it worked earlier. Here we go. We're gonna make a cross. And you can fill it in. Remember, you cannot wear your breastplate until it dries. Okay? So there's our breastplate. Okay, so after you decorate it, you're gonna need a hole punch, and you are going to make a hole here on the top, one on each side, and a hole down here on the bottom. These holes are for us to put the yarn or the string in. So you're gonna cut some yarn, and the way I did it was put the yarn in through the front, and really all you're doing is making armholes. So if you can see our Night Karen, she's already wearing one, and all we did was put it through her arms. So all you're doing is making like armholes. So you're gonna tie this here. You can ask your mommy or your daddy to help you. You tie it there, and then you leave some string for your waist. And you cut it like that. Okay, gonna do the same thing for the other side. Put it in through the bottom hole and the top. Make an armhole. You're just tying the end here. I know. As long as it's attached to your body somehow, it doesn't matter how you tie it. And that's it. You're gonna put your arms in and tie it at the waist. And there you have your breastplate of justice. I hope you had fun with this craft, boys and girls.
Armor up, armor up, armor up with God. Armor up, armor up, armor up with God. Armor up, armor up, armor up with God. With God, our armor up.
So, nights, just like we learned today, we can wear our breastplate of justice. If you don't want to wear it every day, you can pretend to wear it. And you can remember that God helps you fight for justice, just like David did. Okay? So let's pray and thank God for his word for today. Okay? Let's bow our heads. And God, we thank you. Thank you for your help. And thank you, Lord, for helping David and helping us learn that we can fight for justice. We can do anything with your help. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, so let's armor up with justice. Ready? Knights. Stand up straight. Get ready to march home. Our quest is over for today.
Our quest is over for today.
I hope you had fun along the way.
I hope you had fun along the way.
We found the breastplate of justice. How great!
We found the breastplate of justice. How great!
And now it's time to celebrate.
And now it's time to celebrate.
2,
2,
4,
4,
6, 8.
8.
And now it's time to celebrate. Hooray! We'll see you tomorrow for day